Hi and welcome. I'm Tom, your host, and this is a DROPCAST movie poster podcast release edition. This week, sadly, we don't have a headliner because I had to move, but you can see this new great background behind me, and I hope you like it. It's a little bit blurry, but I'm going to give you a tour later this week, maybe next week, with some more cool unboxing stuff that I have for you. But anyways, I have James with me again. He's gonna join us in a sec here, and we are going to talk about the latest releases from Bottleneck, Mondo, Echo Print Gallery, and all the other cool places you can think of. And we are gonna have a movie review for you as well, and it's going to be Cruella with a couple of prints paired to that. So check that out and stay tuned. Go head over to Instagram at DropMacOfficial to check us out there, and leave us a like on the smash the like button, I guess. That's what the kids say, I guess. So yeah, moving over to James. How you doing, buddy?
I'm really good.
It was a long and weird intro, man. I saw your face.
Well, I'm really good. Yeah, I am good. I'm just it's pretty hot over here.
It's hot. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it is really good. But I live in a high up flat, which is like really insulated, and I can't get the temperature below like 25 degrees in here. It's just.
And in winter it's cold or what? Yeah.
In the winter it's great. You hardly have to put the heating on. But in the summer it's like crazy hot. It's 25, 26 degrees constantly.
I see.
My cat, I can't really open my windows very much either because my cat just wants to jump out all the time.
Okay, I see.
I put the mesh netting up, I've done
Doesn't
stuff.
Help?
She knows now. She knows. Like the other day, she was like hanging off it and like got it undone, and I came in the room and she was like hanging out the window.
Cat, come on, what are you doing? But yeah, so how you liking the new background, buddy?
Love it. It's really cool. Yeah.
That's great.
I'm very lucky. I had a flat tour. For all you viewers out there, I had a virtual flat tour, and it's really cool.
Yeah, there's gonna be a tour soon. That's like the last thing I did was put the posters up, and this is basically I just had time to put up the posters for the background of the show, so to be legit again. And the rest of the apartment is gonna get some poster treatment as well, and I'm gonna give you guys a tour as I promised. Yeah, let's jump right into our first gallery, which is Bottleneck Gallery. And Bottleneck released some really cool prints with Aunt Bambi. We had her on, not on the show before, but we talked about her before. And she is a very interesting artist with a lot of details in the prints she did. And she did a whole showcase for Lord of the Rings. And let's go through them. First one up is Aragorn with the ghost army behind him, basically, which looks really cool. I have to say, I really like this print, and they come in, there's like two versions of each print, and the edition size is always the same. It's on the regular, which is a regular G-Clay print, 16 by 24, with an edition of 100, and then there's a metallic or foil metallic on foil paper version, which is an edition size of 50, same size. Looking really great. What else do we have, James?
We have the next one is Frodo with the ring inscription. Exactly the same as you said.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite of the bunch. I have to say, it looks really cool with the lighting. It like captures like this kind of evil spirit kind of thing really well.
Yeah, he looks really withdrawn. And the likeness is really, really good. It's nice to see a big hobbit foot.
Things nobody said ever before.
I like. Well, they always get hidden, don't they? In art,
That's true.
But I like the darker version, like the greeny one, like with the inscription. So that's really cool.
There's also another Frodo version without the inscription, which captures the same the same image basically, but it is more of a like earthy, warm tones instead of those dark, like green, bluish tones. And but I think I like the inscription version better. It gives like the feel at the end, like that third movie feel. I'd say.
Yep. I totally agree. The next one we have is Frodo again, but with Gandalf.
Yeah, it's in the Mines of Moria, right?
Yeah, pretty dark. They both look pretty pissed off.
I wondered why she put Frodo in there. I think Gandalf by himself would be.
I think
dope.
I think I would probably preferred just Gandalf there, like looking off to the side. That would have been pretty.
And
pretty cool.
Spoiler alert in this case, why is there no Gimli? Why?
I can't answer that. You'll have to.
I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna ask her. Okay. Next up is, of course, can't do it without the little guy, Gollum. Same size, metallic edition, metallic foil edition. I wonder what the metallic foil on this one is. How it looks like in the end.
I don't know. You kind of get that sheen, don't you?
On the fish.
Like, it's just kind of like, I don't know. I kind of like that kind of like metallic paper. Even if it doesn't show through to be like a silver foil, like you still kind of get that nice kind of like pearlescent sheen to it, don't you?
Okay.
Which I like. They come up like really sharp on those as well.
Yeah. Next up is what?
Next up is Legolas.
Of course, the pretty
in
elf.
the middle of battle. Yeah.
That looks really epic too. I think that's my second favorite.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sold on the likeness on that one, but yeah, it's pretty epic.
Yeah, I think his face looks a little bit more buff than usual. He doesn't look as slim and elegant.
It's Buff Legolas. I think that one's called Buff Legolas.
Some creatine powder.
Indeedy. What's next?
Next is I always like villains. The Nazgul, of course, and is that the Witch King of? I think it's called Nazgul, but it's the Witch King because we can't see much of the Nazgul. That's weird though. Don't they call the flying thing also Nazgul?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought they were the flying. Well, yeah. I'd have thought it'd have been called the Witch King.
Yeah, but it's not. It's called Nazgul.
Oh well.
But yeah, I think that's also really cool. Like the dynamic of the motion and the blurriness in the background of his like what's it called? The weapon. Like a flail. I don't know.
Flail. That sounds good. Or
no, it's a morning star, right? Is it a morning star? On a chain. Something like that.
I couldn't tell you, mate.
Nerd friends, tell us what the weapon is. Okay, and last but not least, we have Shadowfax and Gandalf in there when he turns to Gandalf the White. And yeah, Shadowfax, the Lord of the Horses, or is it King of the Horses? Something like that. They even have a language. I know that for a fact. The horse language. It's crazy stuff.
No, yeah, normal horses have a horse language, so that makes sense.
Yeah, but they can actually talk.
They're like, that means like,
fuck off, bugger off.
It's like, have you heard the news today about the horses?
But it's like the eagles. They can talk too. So.
Yeah, this one's nice. I think that would look good, like the foil.
Yeah, I bet that too. With the staff, it's probably gonna be very shiny.
Very shiny. Yes, indeedy. Yeah.
Indeedy.
Cool. Good prints.
Awesome stuff. And Bambi did some good work, and she's gonna probably continue working with Bottleneck. So stay tuned for more stuff by her. Next up is a very good friend of the show, Juan Ramos. He has a set of prints. There's actually 3 prints in total with variants. And the first one we're going to talk about is a co-release with Vice Press because it's for Universal Monsters. We have The Bride of Frankenstein by Juan Ramos, and this is an 18 by 36 inch edition, hand numbered with an edition of 185. And then there's also a variant edition, which is which almost looks the same. It's more gray, right? It's a little bit more gray, gray tones.
On here they look the same. Probably when they're printed, like that brown will probably show through a little bit more. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's an edition size of 85. What else do we have by Juan?
We have Spiderman by Juan Ramos. Two different prints in that kind of classic 1836 Juan Ramos style. These are screen prints, hand numbered edition of 200 for the Land version, Spider-Man Land, which we can see. There's also a variant of that one, and there's 100 available of that.
I think the variant.
Which one do you prefer?
I think the variant, because I love the colors, the blue going with the red. I really enjoy that.
Yeah, I can't decide. Yeah, I can't remember what I think I went for this next version, which is Spider-Man Air.
Yeah.
So this one, the same numbers again. This one's the regular 200 available of this one, and then the 100 for the variant in the same kind of like colorways.
Yes, indeed. Some really cool stuff by Mr. Juan Ramos and Mr. Juan Duff. He's always turned out some great work, so I can't wait to show you guys what he has in store for the art book that I'm working on. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. It blew my mind already, so you definitely like that.
Blown my mind.
Last piece by Bottleneck is the Blade Runner piece, Lenticular by John Alvin. This has been released before. It's a 1mm PT mounted version, limited edition of 250, and then there's also the same edition size for the 4mm Plex version, 24 by 36, going with the Bottleneck, perfectly with the Bottleneck frame that goes for the Lenticular, the light box frame. And yeah, to all you Blade Runner fans, classic poster fans, this is a must-have, I'd say.
Yep.
Yep, I love it. Yep. You're the man of many words.
I don't know if it's a must-have, you know.
For classic poster fans, I'd say.
I love classic posters, and it's not a must-have for me, Tom.
I'm sorry. But do you collect just classic posters? What is this now?
No,
what are you telling me here?
No.
Yeah, see.
You know, it's a great poster in it, but yeah, I haven't seen how the lenticular works on this one, so I can't say.
Okay. Alrighty.
Very exciting.
Moving on to Mondo, and Mondo has a print for a game we had before by Claire Hummel. I think she did the print for that, and it's this time. We Buy Your Kids did a print for Katamari Damacy, Demaki. I don't know how to pronounce it. And this is printed by End Hymns, and it's an 18 by 24 print and an edition size of 200, which looks really cool. I love the We Buy Your Kids style and the way they implemented it here. Because we have another print that James is going to tell us in a second about, which looks totally different, and you wouldn't. I mean, because I didn't play the game, so I wouldn't know what it's about, because it's totally different. Okay, second one, yeah. James.
Yeah, it's great that you get that with We Buy Your Kids, like something completely different. They have their own style, but they will constantly surprise you with what they do. I think that's an important thing. But yeah, we have a very well-known artist with the second poster.
He is. I didn't know him. I'm sorry. He's not that well.
No, it's like yeah, Land. Is that right?
Land, exactly. Also print by Land.
Yeah. I skipped ahead to the next print because I'm half asleep and really hot. So yeah, this one, like you say, it's the same game, but completely different style. 18 by 24 screen print in an edition of 225. Nice. Very nice.
Indeed. It kind of reminds me a little bit more. This is the style that Claire Hummel did it, and this is resonated more with me, or reminded me more of the first one, so I could have a reaction to it. But the We Buy Your Kids, as we said, is totally different, which I really enjoy. And next up is Drunkbus, from the name, for the same movie, obviously, and it is a friend of Mondo, I think. Pineapple is his name. Pineapple something, Polynesian, like the last name. I'm sorry, I didn't remember that. And yeah, he's in the foreground. You can see him there. And yeah, Jason did a print for Drunkbus and for Mondo, and this is a printed by DL Screen Printing. It's 18 by 24 inches and an edition size of 175, which looks interesting. I don't know if I had the chance to watch the movie, but I didn't yet. It sounded okay, but I will check it out at some point.
Yep. I don't know anything about it. So we'll move on.
Move on.
Yeah, to In the Earth.
In the Earth.
Which is with Ben Wheatley film.
Yeah. Last time we were like guessing what it was, and then I saw it. It's a horror movie. I now know about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like Ben Wheatley as a director?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Depends.
Yeah.
Has its
yeah.
moments.
I guess he does like vary his stuff quite a lot, and he goes pretty extreme with some. But yeah, I really like this poster.
Yeah, it looks really
This
crisp.
one is by Richard Wells, printed by Enhims again, 24 by 36 in an edition of 175. Seems like more and more people are going to Enhims. They have they're getting really good feedback.
Yeah.
The print house
it's really interesting that this is In the Earth. It's the second print that Mondo put out for this movie. So. But it's a totally different print from the first one, which I enjoyed as well.
Yeah.
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 Next up is a Red Room. Oh, I'm sorry, tired as well.
That's how this show is going.
Yeah. It's heat. It's work. It's a lot of the move is still in my bones. So
Yeah.
we got good excuses. But yeah, The Antisocial Network, Red Room by Ed Piskor. Art is also by Ed Piskor, and it's printed by Lady Lazarus, and it's 24 by 36 inches, an edition of 150. Don't know what this is. Have no clue. Do you have a clue? I heard of Ed Piskor before, but I don't know that stuff.
No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here.
Interesting stuff.
It's intriguing though, isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe we need to look into it. That's what I wanted to say.
You sound so intrigued. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a comic. Is it a comic? It says banned in 5 countries, and it says Outlaw Comics. Interesting.
Interested.
Huh. Let's find out more about it. Red Room, people. If somebody knows anything, hit me up in the comments, or hit us up in the comments. We want to know more. Alrighty, then we're done with Mondo and moving over to Vice Press, which got a mention earlier, but now we have two sets of prints by Vice Press, and the first one is from Carly AF. Is it, by the way, as fuck?
You'll have to ask Carly.
Carly is. I heard Carly is a shy person. I wanted to get her on the show, but people told me she probably won't do it. Carly.
I don't know. She's lovely.
Carly, we're really nice. If you've seen us, we talked about your art before, so come on the show. But yeah.
I can try and I'll try. Like, we're working on something at the moment for more art with her, so maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
Yeah, so Carly released Universal Monsters set. It's an A3 in size, and it's a set of 5 fine art pigment prints on Mohawk Superfine, 270 grams per square meter archival paper, officially licensed, and they're looking mighty fine. The colors must be popping very well, and yeah, it's an open. I think it's an open edition. It's I forgot to say that, so you can grab it anytime you want, which is better now than later. And yeah, great looking set of prints. They would go perfectly together, I think, and I love all the monsters. So my favorite monster, I have to say though, is obviously Dracula in this case. What's yours? What's yours, James? What's your favorite?
You totally disappeared.
I know, but I'm back. Just keep on pretending nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Because I was talking the whole time, and you were done exactly, or you were coming back when it was over. So continue.
Okay.
Continue.
Nothing happened. Forget that. My favorite? Is that what you're asking about?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I like Black Lagoon.
Okay.
I can't. I think the creature.
Okay, fair enough.
I think so. Yeah.
The creature it
they're
is.
They're all good. Like they work so well as a set. That's why they're all like the fact that their eyes are basically visible.
Yeah.
Just works really well as a set, doesn't it? It's just.
It does.
Yeah.
Then let's move on to another set, also open edition by Matt Ferguson, and he did this wonderful Universal Monster set featuring Bela Lugosi, I think that's how you pronounce it, Dracula headshot, looking really great. I think the likeness is captured very well, and love the little lines underneath it. And as I have already a couple of headshots, I definitely need to get one of those. Also open edition, and comes with a stamp of authenticity, and it's a fine art pigment print on Mohawk Superfine 320 grams per square meter archival paper. Mummy is still my favorite. I have to get the Mummy.
I like them all again.
Yeah, me too. But if I have to pick, the Mummy.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I like them all.
I like lamp.
I like
carpet.
I do like carpet.
You know where that is from, right?
Yeah, I've heard it, but I couldn't tell you.
It's Anchorman.
Oh, I like lamp is, yeah.
Yeah.
Does he say I like carpet as well?
I think after that he says like random things. And then Ron Burgundy, Will Ferrell's like, Brick, are you just naming things that you look at or something like that? Yeah.
Man, I love Anchorman as well.
Yeah, same. There's only one print that I know of for Anchorman, right? Or is there more?
There must be more.
But it's a good one though. I have to say it's a good one. Good print.
Wow, I'll have to commission one or something.
Yeah.
Like
how about that?
It's like, I don't know. People have like weird thing about Will Ferrell sometimes, but he's done some really good stuff.
How about a set of headshots from the Anchorman crew?
From all of, that's a really good idea actually.
Make government commissions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look out for that scene. Like Anchorman headshots.
By the way, I've seen
and a lamp.
The group. The group has filled, man. It's pretty full already, so that's good for you, man. But yeah, moving on to some gray matter art property. What do we have here, James?
We have X-Men. And it is the 30th anniversary. I really need to get some water or something.
Not while we're recording.
I know, like, can you cover this one and I will get some water? Then I'll be able to read.
Sure, go ahead. I'll cover this one. X-Men, #1, 30th anniversary collector's edition foil variant. And this print looks pretty cool. But there's one on top because there's a 20th anniversary foil edition. Oh, never mind. This is the other way around. I like the 30th anniversary collector's edition better, or maybe I mix up the prints. Could also be, but anyway, this one here is my favorite. I like the little bit more like the 90s or 80s feel to it. I enjoy that a little bit more, and yeah, it looks amazing. I love Magneto in the corner there, all the X-Men trying to battle him, so that looks really cool. And yeah, it's a 36 by 16 hand numbered fine Archie clay. It's on metallic silver, 300 grams per square meter, and the regular edition was, or the 30th anniversary collector's edition was a hand numbered timed edition, and the 20th anniversary foil was an edition of 200, all printed by Gray Matter Printing. So yeah, James is back, slurping on that water.
Thanks,
so
man.
Good to have you back, buddy. And can you take over the next one? We're right there.
Yep, I can. Let's have a look. So it's the unmistakable Chris Thornley with Daredevil. It's an 18 by 24 screen print, printed by Valhalla. In an edition of 175.
It looks pretty
very
dope.
Nice print.
It looks very dope,
Yep.
I have to say.
It's good. It's got rain. That's what you want from a Raid 71 piece, isn't it?
Exactly. It's if there's no rain, but it also could be now, because I've seen multiple prints now by Matt Ryan Tobin that have rain in it. So he's trying.
I hope Chris like trademarked rain.
Yeah, he's trying to get in the rain business, so I don't know.
Yeah, Tobin, like, it's gonna be like Matt Ryan Tobin versus Chris Thornley, Rain Off or something.
Yeah, Black Rain. That's it's like the movie. They're gonna do Black Rain, you know.
Chris is good at black as well. Well, they're both good at black, aren't they?
They are, indeed, they are. So it's gonna be very interesting.
Yep, look forward to that one.
Okay, so here we go. I got I got some comments that I didn't know the gallery's exact name. It's Moon Island Arts that we cover now, and they came up with this Hogwarts 1991 regular edition print, and there's also a Daily Prophet variant, which comes in a size of 13 by 19. It's A3. And the prints include an 8mm border, and it's an edition size of 250 for the regular edition, and for the Daily Prophet variant in black and white, which looks really cool, I have to say, it's just a edition of 30 by Yuan Li, which is a German artist. I did not know that, so that was really interesting to get to know this person. And yeah, it's an archival pigment ink that is used here, and is printed as a G clay on Hanemüller photo rag, 308 grams per square meter. And then we also have the other version on what is that, matte paper Canson Infinity Edition etching rag. As you as a paper nerd, is that the shit?
Yep. Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff. Like the etching rag has like slightly like more texture to it. So the Hanemüller photo rag is a smooth paper. It's matte as well, but it's smooth. The etching rag has a little bit more texture to it. So the fact that it's kind of like this supposed Daily Prophet, it just like it kind of like it will look like kind of more aged, I suppose, and being kind of sepia, black and white.
But yeah,
it will give that more kind of like vintage feel.
I really enjoy that this is kind of like, as it says, Hogwarts 1991 in terms of the like a class photo, which looks really cool. I like the idea here, and also there's a Daily Prophet variant for that. That's a good idea. So yeah, Moon Island.
Yeah, it's good. I hope they do like one for every year now. That would be pretty cool.
That would be awesome, yeah, if they're gonna continue that series. And also, I really liked the pricing on this one, because they are fairly cheap. I think they were like around
what was that?
22 or 23 euros per print, so that's a fair price.
It's good, but they don't have to pay for the license, so
who knows?
There you go. Well, it's not licensed. It's inspired by Harry Potter.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, moving on to another gallery, which is 1988. They have a set of prints by Dave Pollard, and this is called Passengers 2, Wish You Were Here, and he has some great stuff. They are actual very expensive printings, as we talked about, and they're all sold out, so anyway, so it doesn't matter to get you one, but to look at it on the internet is fine. And we have, for example, Jurassic Park print here in the corner, which I really enjoy. I like the Dagobah X-Wing, the Orca, like it's a stranded Orca, and a couple of other cool pop culture properties, which look really, really amazing. Knight Rider, we got Knight Rider in there. We got the Sandcrawler at the beach. And the A-Team and the Wiener Mobile and stuff like that. So really cool things, and I enjoy to look at these.
Yeah, I've seen these before.
Yeah, that's the second.
Probably Dave that was doing them.
Yeah, it's a second series. So.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, they're actual. Oh yeah, I'm just looking at it now. They're actual like oils and acrylics or whatever. Nice. Nicely done. Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
That's it for Gallery 1988, and we have our last gallery for today, which is the Echo Print Gallery, and they released some acdc prints. My dad is a big fan, but I'm not so. But the prints look amazing.
Does Bon Jovi play in acdc?
Maybe he does. Who knows? Jesus. I'm not going to live that down, do I? Yeah, this one is for the acdc, the Razor's Edge World Tour 1990-91. There's also the gallery edition, which is done by Adam Stothard, and then we have a lava foil edition for this one, which looks really cool. And then also we have, which is my favorite though, the rainbow foil one, where you can only see on the edges of the band and on the name there, the rainbow foil, which looks really cool, I have to say.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, it's some. now it got you right while you were talking. So I hope I'm gonna talk over it for a second here, because James was not audible. James, you're back now. You can say what you like.
Oh, it was so insightful. You missed it all.
Mm-hmm.
We'll move on. that was it. That was it, man. Like, it was so. Yeah, everyone would have learned so much. I told about how you can get this for free, and like, yeah.
What is that? Bugging Adam Stothard?
Maybe, yeah. Just phone him. I gave out Adam's number, but unfortunately you couldn't hear me. There we go.
Yeah, it's a silkscreen print edition of 150, and it is a size 18 by 24 inches, cougar white, printed by Lady Lazarus. This is it. Cool. This is it. Okay, this is it for the gallery stuff, and now we're gonna move over to digital illustrations and private commissions and other things of the print world. How about you start us off?
Okay, I will start off with Hellboy. It's let's try not and butcher this. Okay, Leonardo.
No. There's a D. I have a typo there.
Oh. Well, you say it then.
Leonardo.
If you put time, like you've expected me to pronounce.
Pacchiarotti di Maggio.
Pacchiarotti di Maggio. Hellboy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's private commission, and APs will be available soon through his fan page.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I love the mechanics in it, as in the gears, like for the round version of the portraits in there, and yeah, looking really cool. Like it and stuff.
Yeah, very nice.
Very nice. What's next on the menu here? It's SG posters. Ali Steinbach back in the house, and she had an Alien marathon over the last weekend, and so she had to create a poster for Alien 3 or any other Alien film, I guess. But it's this one. and it looks really cool, I have to say. Very minimalistic, as is her style, and yeah, really enjoyed this one.
Indeed.
Yeah.
A fine pastiche, very, very authentic pastiche of
James is frozen again. I don't know what's wrong with today's internet and material.
Hello?
And hello. Is anybody there? Can you hear me? I'm not gonna cut that out. It's gonna be too much work.
Tom?
Just keep ignoring me. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What are you saying? Pastiche of what?
Of it's gone out of my head now.
I said it. You should have listened.
Thingy. Oh man, it's gone out of my head. It's like one of the most famous film posters of all time. Is it Rosemary's Baby? Like, oh, I can't remember.
It's Apocalypse Now. With Marlon Brando in the back.
I can't believe it's gone out of my head. It's all the stress of the internet.
The internet is stressful. But yeah.
Yeah, it's Rosemary's Baby. It is.
It is? Okay, then we'll take it. Next up is what?
Oh dear.
I always get the hard names. Is that what you want to say?
Yeah. Well, this one sounds German again.
Yeah. But
so
he's not.
Thai? No, Haberichter.
Haberichter. In German would be Haberichter. Yeah.
Thai Haberichter.
What did he do?
Whatever.
What did the man do?
Did some art. Put it on the internet.
Yeah. For the Last Night in Soho movie that's gonna come out soon in October by Edgar Wright, the new stuff.
I liked the trailer. I thought the trailer was good. Like, some people were like, I don't know, disappointing. It's like, what? Were you watching?
Yeah, it looked really great. I have to say that as well. And yeah,
didn't give anything about. Didn't give anything away about the film. It just was like, here's another really stylishly shot Edgar Wright film. Indeed
it is. Yeah, next up is Chelsea Lowe, another poster posse artist, and she did a movie poster for the it's called Just Two Witches, yeah, and it's a horror movie. I don't know if it was on Shudder or anything, but I linked in the description. I linked the Instagram page to the movie, so check it out. Looks pretty scary to me, and yeah, Chelsea style with the brown and yellow tones, obviously, and I think it looks very well done, very well illustrated poster.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's like instantly recognizable as Chelsea, isn't it? As well now. She has got that style down, but she forgot to add the pupils in their eyes. So moving on.
Maybe that's the thing. Those are the two witches.
No, I don't. I mean, no, they're just old and young women.
Okay, it's just Chelsea's mistake not putting eyes in there.
We'll show it again when she goes back and puts the pupils in.
It's a work in progress image.
Yes, it's so close to the end. It's a work in progress image that just these pupils putting in. So close to the end. Rich Davies, When We Were Kings.
Yeah. He did.
Was this a private commission?
No, it was for a passion project, I think, for the poster posse, and this is a doc thing, favorite docs or something like that. And
oh yeah, of course.
And this is a really great choice, and I want to wish a very happy belated birthday to Rich. His birthday was yesterday, so congratulate him over there. Go follow his page. That will probably make his day if you don't already. And
probably make his day.
Rich is a very good dude. So
he is, and he's a super talented guy as well. Another super talented guy who's making waves is the artist Zero, and we have the Neon Demon, which is a private commission, I believe.
It is so.
Yeah, I saw that one pop up.
Me too.
Film that I really like.
Yeah, it's very stylized.
This is a really good piece. I'm not sure it captures the movie for me 100%. But
the colors and likeness look incredible.
Your likeness is really good, especially considering how small she is in the composition. Yeah, you're right. But you can't really go wrong with the colors. Like most of that movie is like those neons, purples, blues. Such a good film.
Yep, indeed. Also, another Poster Posse member is Doley, and he did a little tribute for Tom Holland's birthday for Spider-Man Far From Home, which looks really cool. And there's let's call it regular version, and then we have the Spider-Man version, and then we have the Night Monkey version, which looks even cooler. I love the Night Monkey suit. I think it's one of my.
I like Night Monkey. I've been mulling over getting the Hot Toys Night Monkey.
Yeah, thinking of
because it seems pretty like cheap. It doesn't seem to have sold that well.
Yeah, I think it looks really cool. I don't know why people aren't like going for it. I mean, it's black.
Yeah,
can't go wrong with black.
But I think people maybe like if you're gonna get Spider-Man, you might want like the classic colors maybe.
I would actually, I wouldn't go for the classic colors. I would go for the Scarlet Spider suit. This is my favorite Spider-Man.
Yeah. There's a lot from the games that they're doing as well. Yeah. Like,
I mean the punk rock Spider-Man looks
good.
really cool too. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's really cool piece. Like
he also
Doley seems to just like knock this, that's pretty like one evening, and he's just like, I'll do that.
He also
put it online.
He also did like he had a concept that wasn't used, which looks really amazing, I have to say. I asked him if we can show it, and we do now, and he said okay. So with the Big Ben and having Mysterio in there in the background, and Spidey there on the side, which looks really cool. So yeah, that's also an amazing piece.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Next up is Alfredo Lorenzo for his I don't know if it's a private commission, it didn't say anywhere, but he did this wonderful The Fugitive piece for the Harrison Ford Tommy Lee Jones movie, 93 I think it was. And yeah, this is Stone Cold classic, and Aurelio did a very, very good job on this one. Looks really cool, love his style. And it's like on par with his Batman piece, and for a movie that is not often that much or available as a movie poster, I think this turned out really well.
I agree.
Okay, thank you for agreeing.
But like, you said everything. I can't add anything to that. That's
I know. I'm just teasing, buddy. But yeah, last but not least, before we're gonna get to our Cruella prints and review, I have for you the Underexposed book by Joshua Hall, and he did I think he's a screenwriter, and he did a lot of writing for those unreleased movies. He did plot lines and stuff like that, so that was really interesting and had some cool facts about it. And a couple of artists, for every movie, there's an artist that did a poster for this. And this is associated with Poster Spy, and they just turned out this book, which is selling pretty good, I think. A bunch of Amazon high numbers up there I saw, and that's a really cool concept. I really like the idea behind this. You have to be a movie nerd to know about these, obviously. And also a birthday boy here. Joshua Hall's birthday was, I think, also yesterday or 2 days ago, somewhere around there. So happy belated birthday, Joshua. Hope the book is going as well as for you as it seems like. And here's some shots of some of the posters in there. And as you can see, some text of it. It's all online. I think the Cleopatra was by Bella Grace, but I'm not sure. But it looks really, really, really cool poster.
Shadow Company is Ben.
Oh, okay.
Ben Turner.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's some really cool piece. The Cleo piece. I would love to hang that, to be honest. So yeah.
Get the book and hang the book.
I definitely will. So moving on to Cruella, and Cruella, the Poster Posse did some really cool Cruella posters. There's going to be more, I think, from the ones that have been released so far. First one is by Freya Betts, which knocked it out of the park. I really like this one. I like the painting style in this one, which looks with the basically graffiti title treatment. Like in this one, looks really cool. Painted on top with the horns. That's amazing. And then we have, as we just mentioned, Bella Grace, and she did this incredible piece for Cruella with the different parts in it, which looks amazing for the Disney Plus campaign all over the world. I think the Freya Betts one was for España, or like the Spanish world for Disney Plus, and this one seems to be more for the English-speaking side of things. So really cool pieces, and that's now we're gonna focus on the movie review of Cruella. So James, first off, before we gonna hear what you think about it, I wanted to say Cruella movie is out since last week, May 28th. On Disney Plus. You can rent it, I think $30 in the US, on the US side. I think in Germany it's 22 euros or something like that. So it is affordable as almost as a if you would go to the movies, but if you share that cost with one or two people in your household, that will set off the cost, obviously, and would make
Mr. Disney
for a fun night, I think. Mr. Disney, what is that? What is that supposed to mean?
Go to the cinema, support your cinema.
It is, but sometimes you know how it is for like families, and if you have it available and the timing and stuff like that, and to put it on with the family, which we will talk about if you should put it on with the family.
Yeah.
So if you put it on with the family, it is very convenient instead of going to the cinema and like paying $15 or more. It's like it's over 2 hours, like 130 minutes or so. So you definitely pay extra on the time, and you also buy popcorn and stuff like that. So
you don't have to.
You don't have to, but your kids are gonna say, "I want popcorn."
Just hide it in a bag. They don't even search. So.
What was that for the cinemas and stuff? That's where they make the most money, at the concession, buddy.
I know.
You know Disney like takes like 50 or 60% of the tickets anyways.
Yeah. I just think I just love like the experience of going to cinema.
That's true indeed.
People have said like they really miss it, etc., etc.
Did you go yet?
And then I think no, I haven't been yet. I want to go see A Quiet Place.
Nice.
Too. But I really want to catch up with the first one again, just so I can like literally see it the night before and then go, because I think they'll lead on like pretty much straight away.
But they have in the beginning they have a flashback scene. So.
Oh really?
Not from.
I'd still quite like to see the first one again. It's been a couple of years, and it's like I remembered coming out of it thinking like, wow, that was
fair enough.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, on the 21st, I think there's here in Germany. There's going to be an event for that movie, but no.
Cool. So yeah, Cruella.
Let's hear what's the movie about, James?
Cruella is a film about Cruella DeVille, the villain from 101 Dalmatians, obviously. Yeah. But Disney have kind of retconned it. Not really retconned, but you know they're obviously making the most out of the characters that people already love. And so here they've kind of turned Cruella into kind of an anti-hero, played by Emma Stone. Played very well by Emma Stone for the most part, I think. But yeah, this didn't like hook me at all. Like to begin with, I wasn't gonna watch this. Like I'm not a fan of live action Disney. But
fair enough.
Tom forced me into it.
Oh yeah, it's all my fault.
Yeah. I was actually really pleasantly surprised. Watched it last night, and yeah, it has really kind of like fun moments. It's really energetic.
Yeah, I think it's like
the soundtrack's really really good.
Yeah,
like it does depend. Like it does like it relies on the soundtrack quite heavily.
Yeah, and I would say also not only the soundtrack, but it relies also on the designs, which is like, that is a movie about fashion basically.
Yeah,
So,
but I think the production design in this is really, really good.
I think so too.
I wouldn't be surprised, it's come out at a weird time like for Oscar season, but I wouldn't be surprised if, in like 11 months time or whatever, we see this get a far away like nom for production design. It'll probably be forgotten by then. It's not really on the circuit like for that. But I think it would deserve it. Some of the dresses are really, really incredible.
Yeah, I think so too. There's like this reveal of a dress, which was like really cool. I enjoyed that very much. Like, I think it was the first appearance, right, of Cruella. And
yeah. The one that, I mean, do they have it in the trailer? The one where it like,
I haven't watched the trailer, but yeah, where it burns, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that reminded me of Hunger Games.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. But no, this some really, really amazing dress designs. And just everything. The little film, it's kind of like, it has this good trade-off between being glossy and family friendly in that respect, but also having that like slightly authentic, like kind of authentic punk look, but like slightly glossed over. So I think it's a really hard balance to find, but I think they did it well.
But
in terms of being family friendly, like I'm sure you were gonna.
Yeah, I just wanted to jump on that because I think it's crazy in terms of family friendly. I mean, in the beginning, dogs. I'm sorry, spoiler alert in this case. Dogs, Dalmatians, kill a woman. They just jump like against her, so she falls off a cliff. Like what the heck? That's not a child movie.
I think kids can handle that, like personally.
Yeah, they can handle Mufasa's death, so yeah, they can handle dogs killing a woman.
Well, exactly. Like, if this was animated, I think like people falling.
I think it would still be crazy.
I think there is like.
But I mean, I get it why they did it.
It's a PG-13, isn't it? So.
Is it?
I think it's a PG-13. I think.
It's really high.
So I mean, I think they've taken that into account, and there's parts where people are talking about like other people being burned alive, and there's fire around someone being, potentially burned alive, and you might think certain people are dead. It deals with death quite a lot. It's the central theme of the film. So I think it's something that some parents might want to like look into a little bit, but I think kids are basically being desensitized anyway. And it doesn't do anything that other films kind of like don't.
Yeah. So which
Emma Thompson is basically the best thing about the film.
Yes. I just wanted to ask what's your favorite part of the film, but yeah, Emma Thompson is amazing.
Yeah, like so. Emma Thompson plays the Baroness character, and she's kind of like this de facto Cruella type character that we know from the Dalmatians, I guess. She's like this. Well, she's called the Baroness, so she's a high up fashion figure who complete narcissist. But yeah, like Emma Thompson just is like incredible in every single scene that she's in, and she completely steals the whole movie. Emma Stone, for me, it's like inconsistent. Some parts she's good. I mean, she kind of has to play these two characters.
Yeah.
There's the Estella character, and she's constantly battling with this Estella side, who her kind of mother wanted her to be, and the Cruella side, who like,
she
is the Cruella that we know.
She's gonna become. Yeah. And
exactly.
Yeah, I also liked Paul Walter Hauser and his other her other companion there.
Weird accents though.
What's that?
There's some weird like flip-flopping of accents, like British accents. Like sometimes it will be like proper like dodgy Cockney, and then it will be.
It's like me when I talk British accent. Huh?
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Yeah, have you been like teaching him or something? But the whole cast looks like. But they're all great. Like, absolutely everyone. Like the ensemble is really really
Mark
good.
Strong. I like Mark Strong in there.
Mark Strong is great in it. Like, and he's kind of like got this. You don't see him that much, but when he's on screen, he has such a presence. and then his kind of role kind of grows. I'm not going to give anything away, but he does like add this gravitas when everything around is kind of like going crazy. Things that I would say are like it's too long. It's probably about half an hour too long, to be honest.
Indeed.
Like it's a series of heists basically, and I think they can get a little bit repetitive. So one of the heists maybe could have been taken out. As I said, it relies on the music perhaps a little bit too much to drive it along. Certainly the beginning of the film, man, it's like it's energy sapping almost. There is like every shot is a camera move, like constantly. It will be a zoom in, like zoom out, pans, and you're just like, it was like starting to make me feel sick. I was like, it really was.
Yep,
it was like 100 miles an hour. But as the film goes on and you start to get a little bit more characterization, that does like either you get used to it or it's kind of slows down. But no, overall I really enjoyed it. I think like if I was like proper target audience, 7 to kind of like maybe like 10-13-year-olds, I'd say, like that's the kind of thing I'd probably want to watch.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna make
into fashion, like because there is so much happening in it. Like people with short attention spans, i.e., like a lot of kids, will probably absolutely love it.
Yeah, and I think it's like it's gonna make a great Halloween costume for a lot of girls out there, or maybe boys even. With the there was also like this I think it's not said that he's gay, but he's supposed to be gay, I guess. And I think I think that's because like they couldn't show it in other parts of the world where that's not cool for people.
Yeah,
so,
maybe
that's why they kept it vague.
It's good that they I mean it's good because I mean like open progressive like sexuality and art, that was a big part of that scene in that time period. I mean, it kind of, it's like 70s 80s, like it's set in the 70s with a lot of 70s music, I think.
Isn't it 60s?
But part
no, it's never. You're right.
I think it's 70s. Yeah. So they kind of take liberties a little bit with time periods, but it's good that they acknowledge the fact that people will slightly become more liberal. Yeah, it's good that they didn't like push it in your face. And the fact that it's like it's female empowerment, but again it's not like righteous and in your face, like sometimes it can be. It's just like two really, really good leads who happen to be female, like really kicking ass. That's pretty refreshing.
Yeah, I have to say too on the downside for the movie that there are a couple of things like that, like the story points and like some not plot holes but things that don't make sense, I'd say, that appear there that give it a little bit of turn off. And as we mentioned, the length of the film and some motives that we see there, and also some nods to the original movie. And then there we have at the end there's going to be I think it was an after credit scene or something like, or a mid credit scene where they show the what's happened to, or how it's going to continue with 101 Dalmatians, since it's a prequel to that. And I wonder if that was necessary.
That felt a little bit like tacked
Yeah,
on.
that felt weird.
I don't think it was. It was like it was a nod that was too far. Yeah. In my opinion, it was just like
okay. Then let's wrap it up here, James. And how would you rate the movie from 0 to 10?
I'd give it a 7.5. I think.
All right.
And I was going into this just like not having any care like about. I would never have watched it. But yeah, it was fun. I don't think I'd watch it again anytime soon. But it's kind of objectively thinking about it as well as a 7.5, because I think like for who it's targeted at, it's pretty much perfect. Like rebellious young teens and action packed fun.
Yeah.
I think it works. I think it's one of the better live action.
I think I was also really entertained by the fashion and the looks of it. I think that makes up for a lot of the bad stuff in it, and but I still go with 6.5 on this one.
Interesting.
Never thought that, huh? That I'm gonna be lower than you.
No, I'd say 7.5 probably.
Alrighty. Okay, this is it, guys. Next week we're gonna have another interview, which I didn't schedule yet, so I hope we're gonna have one. But yeah, moving takes a lot of toll. But otherwise, we will have some unboxing and some tour around the apartment. So I think that will make up for stuff if that's not gonna happen. So I will see you next week. Thank you, James, for stopping by and doing the movie review and talking about releases with us. And we'll see us in 2 weeks again. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.